All right, everybody, what's going on? This is Goldie coming at you again with G&T pump repair, and we got a quick shot that came in the other day, and the customer said it just doesn't work. So something's going on with it. When it came in, this cover was off here, and I went ahead and I put a couple more screws in there, and just to hold it on there, and I just wanted to see what it was doing, if it was priming or what. So let's just take a look at this pump together here and see what's going on with it. We'll get it fixed. So first thing I want to look at here, I put some water in here, and I want to just show you that it will prime. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but the water is coming up, and when I go to spray, I can feel this line pressuring up. So we don't know yet if there's a clog here somewhere, or it possibly could be the gun area here, the needle valve here could not be opening up and closing properly, but we'll check it out. Let's do it together. Okay, so now that I know that that's happening, let's go ahead and let's dump this out just in case it falls over or whatever. But I want to take this, we're going to take this gun apart here. We know that it's priming. I can feel the line building up. So we're going to need a Phillips. Should probably grab a longer screwdriver, but this will work. So I'm going to take this off here. So when we get in here, we have our hose here that's connected into. Trying to see if I can get it to lay down good. That's a little better. Okay, so what we got here, we got our hose coming in. We have a connector here. This is what powers your solenoid, your trigger solenoid. I'm going to disconnect the battery. Take that out of there, and we're going to crack this line here, and we're going to see if we can get this machine to give us some water out of this line here. Make sure the line's not clogged. So what I need is a 9/16, and I believe this is a 7/16. So we're gonna crack this line, prime it, make sure there's no pressure in there. I'm hoping you can see good enough here what I'm doing. Just take your time, ain't no need to be in no rushes. Every time you start rushing and stuff, you start messing things up and missing stuff, and it just never works out right. So you get in a hurry, that's when you start getting into problems. So we'll get this line broken loose here. Little difficult to get in there, but you can get it. So now what I want to do is I'll put some more water in here. I'm going to put the battery back in. I'm going to take my hose, leave this connected here to the gun, and it's in prime. All right, so I see it priming in here. Let's see if we get water here. I don't know if you can see that or not. All right. So we know that the hose is not clogged, and I got a nice good stream coming here. So that's good. So now what I want to take a look at now that we did that, let's go ahead and unhook this, because we know the problem's not here. It doesn't seem to be in the pump, but it seems to be in this gun here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this gun apart. So we have some Torx here, and I believe this is a 15. On the gun, T15. got everything. Now keep in mind, the one up top here, sometimes you got to get in there with a pick or something and clean that out really good. And that one's a T10. So let's get that one taken out. So what I'm thinking here, let's go ahead and separate this. So now on the inside of this gun here, we have our needle valve, which is this part here, comes down into the hose. And this is our solenoid here, and this is our trigger here. So we know that the trigger is working. We can hear this, we don't know if, we know the trigger is working because it does come on and off. But we don't know if it's the solenoid, because I've had a bad solenoid go out, but still yet the trigger works. And a lot of times the trigger will go out, but the solenoid will still be good. But you have to get this whole unit here. So it's either the solenoid or it's the needle valve. And I'm gonna guess and say that it's the needle valve. So let's take a look here. We're gonna pull that needle valve off of there. There's an Allen wrench, or Allen set screw here, not wrench. Just undo that, pull this out. Keep in mind how everything's oriented here. Just gonna pull this out, take and undo this. And what I do a lot of times is, if you try to pull on this, it will open up. And this one won't open. It's stuck on the inside. This is not serviceable. So let me go grab a new one here. We're gonna throw that out. Okay, so I'm back. So on this needle valve here, the number is 18H056, part from Graco. And I just want to show you something here on this needle valve. Now this needle valve here, if you take the back end of it and look, see how that moves? Let's try this one. This one's stuck. It's not working, it's no good. I don't know if maybe got clogged, wasn't cleaned out properly, or whatever the case may be. It's garbage. So let's go ahead and throw this thing in there. What we're going to do is we're going to take our needle valve, stick it in. There is also a washer in here. It's in here. That looks good too. A lot of times I'll get inside of here and these are all rusted out. I'll just take and clean it up a little bit. But this one looks good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to, let me back up a minute. Let me get a little bit of, I like to put a little bit of Vaseline here on this O-ring, so just a little something. So we're going to take and slip this in. Don't want to cross thread it. There we go. So I'm going to take and drive this thing home till it stops. Right there. And what I'm going to do is back off one whole round. That's one round and a quarter. So right there, that's where we want it set at. Put my set screw in. Now on the back here, we got a couple of nuts here, and that's going to set the distance for that needle valve for the trigger. So let me get that. So what I'm going to do here is just loosen these up. Just like that, just back it off, loosen it up. Okay, so now I'm going to take it and I'm just going to retighten it. Just give a little something on it. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. There we go. We're all set. Ready to go. So that's done. Well, let's go ahead and put her back together. I know if you get into the manual I believe will have you putting in this side. I don't know. I don't like doing it that way. I like doing it this way here. It works for me, so that's what I do. Just start getting everything back together here where it belongs. And in your owner's manual, that'll help you out too. Bring this on the other side of this here. Okay, I'm gonna get my trigger in there. Hopefully you guys can see. I apologize if you can't. But if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out. Okay. So I think we're good right there. So what we're going to do is make sure this is in its spot here. We're good there. And like I said, I think the manual will tell you to do it from this side, but I just never been a fan of that. I just want to make sure that this gets down into its spot here. There's a little slot in that housing of the gun where that goes down in like that. So that's good. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and I want nothing to get pinched. Get that on there. Kind of pull this down a little bit, make sure nothing's pinched in there. And there we go. She snapped in together good. So let's turn her over. I'm going to hold on to it. I got the wrong bit in the drill. Let's change it out. Just draw it down a little bit. Make sure you're a little light on the trigger. Don't want to strip nothing out. There we go. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and put this back. Remember, there's a little kind of reddish gasket that goes on here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got little tabs on it. Those little tabs actually fit inside of here, and it goes in a certain way. So make sure that you put this back in there because it'll keep water and stuff out from there. So a lot of times what I'll do is, that goes upside down. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll stick it on this piece here. Goes the other way. And then I'll take and just stick it together. Hopefully you can see that. And there you can see part of it coming out there, part of it coming out there, and then there too. So we're in there and we're sealed. That's good. All right, so let's just give it another shot here. We're gonna turn this on. Got water coming out of there. Just wanted to make sure everything was hooked up. I'm gonna get this. This can be a little tricky sometimes. Let me pull this battery out. Tight quarters in there. Now, put my other wrench on here. There we go. Stick that down there. But before we put that on there, let's go ahead and see if we can get her to spray. Prime. And here you go. She's working really good. I will take her outside and just test it. A lot of times what I like to do is hold that gun about right here at my hip. Go ahead and hit the trigger. And I want that stream without my guard on here to be, it'll be about maybe 8, 10, 12 foot, something like that. And you know that your pump is good. If it's just coming right out of the gun right in front of you, 4 feet, 5 feet, 3 feet right in front of you, then you're gonna know that your pump is bad. You got a bad pump, or you possibly could get inside of here and clean out your valves. That might be a problem too, an issue too. And sometimes you can do that and the pump will get back up and running again, replace them, clean them out. But hey, there you go. Hope this helped out. I'm gonna go ahead and put this cover back on the handle there. And hey man, I'll catch you on the next one. God bless. That's a good pump.